Hey guys, I just was watching ER's videos the other day, and he had a video about if I believed in ghosts or not, and I couldn't help myself but respond. I truly believe in ghosts. I've had too many encounters that I've got to believe. I haven't seen any real true ghosts, but I've seen shadows and faces. Well, I'm going to tell you the stories. First story I'm going to tell you. My grandmother died when I was 15. I had a dream of my grandmother. Now, she wasn't the type to get up and dance and be very active because her health was declining. She actually could barely walk outside, and she was pretty much chair ridden. She slept in her chair. She got up like 5 feet to the kitchen, and she was on oxygen. And in my dream, she wasn't. She had all kinds of like fancy clothes on with a big hat, and I remember the feather, and she was like in purple, and she was all gaudied out. I was in there going, well, hi. And she told me not to worry and that she was okay. And yeah. And I woke up going, whoa. And she was there in my house, in my old house where I used to live, right there at the doorway. It was really nice to see that my grandmother came and made sure I was okay and didn't dwell on the fact of where she was going, what she was doing. And then my next encounter was I was cleaning 2 o'clock in the morning, like probably about a year, 2 years after that. And I happened to look up. I was turned and looked up and looked at the kitchen or the stove, and then out of my left eye, I saw a black figure standing like 10 feet from me. And I go to turn, and it completely jumped out of the picture, or out of my view, and just disappeared. And I was like, okay, that scared me. I was done cleaning, and I hid in my room for the rest of the night. My parents weren't home because I was the only one there, and I was like, I'm scared. But nothing came of that. It was just the figure. Just saw it, and I was like, okay. And on top of that, and this isn't all in the same house, by the way, I would lose things constantly. And then I'll be like, okay, Casper, I need my stuff back. I like this, I like that, I need this, I need my keys to go to work, kind of thing. And then a couple days later, they're there where I had left them. But when I looked, they weren't there, if you know what I mean. Completely. So I think my Casper ghost decided to play some games with me. Last year, my fiance went outside, and he kept seeing faces in the shadows. And this is at the same house, because I moved out and then I moved back in. We were going to remodel the house and buy it, but yeah, he went outside, and he kept seeing faces way out in the tree lines and stuff. And at first he just thought it was just an imagination, but he kept seeing that same face all the time. I wouldn't see it, but I always felt that I was being watched, and I could not have those windows open because I always felt something was watching me outside. And that was just too much of a quinky-dink. Quinky-dink. But yeah, I believe in ghosts full-heartedly. I even watch Ghost Hunters because it's fun to watch. And I'm very not much of a skeptic. That's it. That's why I believe in ghosts.